Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey guys, welcome back.
Joe and Kevin here.
Hello.
We're back with the season 3 premiere of Ted Lasso.
Yeah, we're only a week or two away behind real time on this now, which
Yes,
is kind of new for us and interesting.
it is. Well, I guess they dropped 2 episodes
Right.
at
For
first, so
it looked like there were two, and is that what's up right now? Is just two total?
I think there's 3 or 4.
Right.
I could be mistaken. Anyways, regardless, we're gonna do one episode a
Yeah.
week.
We're at one. That's where we're existing,
Yes,
which is
we are
as close to real time as we generally get.
savoring the show for you
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. It's not like we're all caught up on the West Wing.
No, no.
um, yeah, kind of interesting. We ended up kind of where we thought we were going to, in
The
terms
main
of
thing.
the team. They are back in
Yeah.
the Premier League, which is where I assumed they were going to be by the end of the season to set up this last season, being back in the top tier of competition.
Sure.
And we've set up Nate
Yeah.
and Rupert as a tag team duo supervillains.
That is what I did not expect.
I didn't know we got there though, didn't we?
I really thought the second season would focus more on them playing like the game, but that really took a backseat this season, and it really focused on the characters.
Sure.
It was a huge character building season, and I mean, I'm glad they were back in the Premier League, but at the same time, it kind of felt like that wasn't the point of the show.
Right. Sure.
So I'm curious to see going forward, is football going to take more of a backseat, or is it going to be more in the forefront this season?
You know what? I think both seasons have been the backseat. I think we saw early on in the first season, and continuing trend is they don't show a lot of football.
No.
And I think that's by design, because when they do show it, it looks great.
It does.
It's not like they aren't capable of showing us more football, but really the show's not about that.
Right. It's like, one, the budget's not there. Two, it's like, well, the budget's like, it's a high budget show, but still, that's not really the point of the show.
It's not the point of the show, for
Yeah.
sure. It's more about the characters and their journey, which is what they told us. It's what Ted told us in season one is what's important anyway.
Yeah, winning does not matter.
Right, yeah. So we're kind of sticking with that trend of the idea of, the football's important, and he's accepted that winning's important,
Yeah.
but the show is not a football show. The show's
No,
about
really.
a bunch of characters who happen to play football,
Yeah.
which I really like. It's more about the characters' journeys. We can talk an awful lot in half about Nate's descent into hell, into being a bad guy, or Rebecca's growth. And I don't know where we're at with Roy and Keeley's relationship, but it ended the season on kind of a rocky note.
It did, yeah.
With Keeley saying everything's fine, I just need to focus on something besides you right now, and Roy feeling like he might be part of her problem.
Which is probably a good thing. And I like the way they did it in the last season. They've kind of put little hints going forward. There might be an issue, but it's always been resolved.
Right.
And then that kind of came out of nowhere. The fact that they need a break, and
Yeah.
that's not a bad thing. I don't think that they're going to end up with other people, and if they do, that's totally fine. You know what I mean?
Right.
They had a great run, and just curious to see where that goes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's not necessary that they're like together forever, but I kind of hope they are, just on a personal note.
Yeah, they're a great team. I
Oh, yeah.
like them as a relationship. They seem to have very little issue with one another, and it gets resolved. So
Right, and I kind of like where we ended up with Jamie and Sam at the end of the season too, just like as people.
Oh, yeah.
I really like their journey as well. So I'm really enjoying where we're going with the characters. I think it's going to be a good team. I think Roy is the perfect fit as a coach on that team, and really knows his stuff. I think the absence of Nate, sadly, is probably going to help the team as well.
Yeah,
And I think it gives them something else, a villain to focus on.
it does. And
Because Jamie in the first season, Jamie was the villain, right? That they were focused on.
he was the antagonist.
He was
for
the
sure.
antagonist, and now it's Nate.
So a lot of people on Patreon, there's a lot of discourse around whether Nate or not is going to have redemption. I personally think he might.
I think he will.
He's got a long ways to go.
I think the fact that Nate started off with so much potential as a decent person and just way got off track into awful territory with his insecurities winning means he can come back.
Nobody's irredeemable on the show except
right.
for maybe Jamie's dad.
Jamie's dad
and Rupert.
Jamie's dad and Rupert are pretty irredeemable, I think. If nothing else, then that they've been who they are for like decades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's hard to teach an 80
Stuck in their ways.
right, a 70-something-year-old billionaire like Rupert's like, you're going to learn to be a better person now.
He gets the Scrooge treatment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He'd be visited by 3 ghosts, old man.
It'd be amazing if they did that. I mean,
Yeah, it really would, right? All right, guys. Do want to welcome just a couple new Patreon subscribers the last couple days. So Nicholas Reed, Tyler McKinsey, and Brianna J. Thank you and welcome. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. And if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button for us. Leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button.
We would love that so much. For those of you who've done it, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, we won't spam your feed.
You get nothing bad from us.
Keep updated, man.
If you would like to see the full-length reaction to this and the other shows we're watching, please check out the link to our Patreon in the description below. You will need to bring your own copies because all you're going to see are these two beautiful mugs.
Yeah.
So we're watching obviously on I almost said AMC Plus. No, that's Mad Men. We're watching on Apple TV Plus, which is where you find Ted Lasso. It turns out. Ooh, Ted looks a little run down here.
He does.
He's going to Kansas City.
Oh, hey, a little tiny Premier League trophy. All right, I can't wait to drink champagne out of this sucker. Whew, 6 weeks goes by real quick when you're having fun, don't it?
Oh.
Hey, do me a favor. When you get home, will you give your mom a big squeeze for me and let her know I love her? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, I love you, buddy.
I love you too, Dad.
I wonder if he's going to still have the panic attacks to deal with this season.
I would think so. I don't know why he wouldn't.
I feel like we resolved it nicely in the last season, but you're right. I mean, he's human.
All of them have us finishing last this season.
It's really rather annoying, isn't it?
Every newspaper, every television pundit.
Well, you know what? I predict all their predictions ain't gonna come true. So it looks like we got ourselves a prediction Mexican standoff, or as they call them in Mexico, a prediction standoff.
Yeah.
Might be a good time for us to update our roster. Put some more firepower in the team.
That is a great idea, Leslie. Ted, this team doing just fine is a far cry from you telling me we're going to win the whole fucking thing.
Whoa.
That's true.
Oh, did I really say that?
Yes, you did.
Statistically speaking, most teams who get promoted are relegated the very next year.
Yeah, you would be the bottom. Yeah.
They're definitely the underdogs.
Yeah.
So.
But I do know it's more important to be solid than clever when you're the underdogs.
Yeah, the underdog, right. No, okay, I hear you.
Right, that's actually true,
Coach,
yeah. I hope they're setting us up for a final against Rupert's team.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
I mean, man, this hair is white. It's
It's got, yeah.
This is my friend, my former boss, my angel, mentor, guru, Rebecca.
Oh no.
It's all right.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, more responsibilities.
Yeah.
Supposed to finish last.
Please, I'll
You're killing it.
Paddington Bear. I need everyone to go hop on the bus. We're taking practice on the road. And
This is
last one
fun.
in the parking lot
Yeah.
has to eat a little bug.
No, I'm more bothered that Rupert must just be so happy right now.
Who's really gotten stuck in your head these days?
No, the now me just wants to beat him.
Yeah.
To win.
I like that.
Roy and I are finally having the talk with Phoebe. And I cannot cancel on him again or he will kill me.
Okay, well.
Oh, good. They're still together.
Somebody said that his office is inspired by Star Wars.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't
Right?
it?
Yeah.
Hello. How was your trip?
Wonderful. Can you believe they picked to finish 20th?
Well, yeah, because there's no 21st.
I know you'll make me proud. I believe in you.
Thank you.
So basically, he's got a lot of pressure coming.
Yeah, he's got a ton of pressure on him, yeah.
This is the spot here.
Yes, sir.
Going down a
They're
sewer.
going down the sewer?
Here we go, guys. Down the
I
hatch.
thought they were going to like a football field somewhere.
Yeah.
Get that on Twitter, son.
Yeah, that's not going to look great.
Oh, I don't want to, Leslie, but it's part of my job. I need to be ready to comment if Rupert would say something snide about me or the team.
Yeah, she's going to be kind of contentious with Ted then, I feel like.
Yeah, Ted's messing up here. I'm wondering if they're setting up like she's starting to second guess having Ted as her coach.
Oh, I hope
With this
not.
going on, it kind of seems like it. That's kind of a callback to season 1 when Ted did his first press conference, and it didn't go well.
Pretty sure I said Wunderkind.
Yikes.
You're blowing this, kid.
Yes, you are.
Excuse me a second.
Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
there it is.
That was a Luger. Oh my god. Ugh.
Sorry. Just a stupid question.
Wow.
See, he's either broken Nate or mean Nate.
Yeah, go ahead, Isaac. What the fuck are we doing here?
I thought the point was pretty clear, but alright.
What are we surrounded by down here?
Poop.
Coach,
Yeah, Jamie.
we're surrounded by poop.
Y'all need to make an internal sewer system within yourself and then connect to each other's tunnels. All we gotta
one,
do is
Dave.
remember to stay connected.
Good one.
And
Yeah.
let anything we don't need flow right through.
The smoking toad.
Here it is. It's a picture of them going into the sewer.
Coach Shelley, would you like to comment on the new picture of AFC Richmond that's just showed up online?
God, this did not go well.
Probably have to train in a sewer because their coach is so shitty.
What?
Oh.
Yo, you see what Nate said about us?
Lads, remember, it's just Pooper.
It's just Pooper.
Nice, Jamie.
Team that I own is projected to finish last this season. And my manager decided to skip training and take our players into a fucking sewer.
That's the
Rupert
important.
is laughing at me, Ted. And I am begging you, please, fight back.
I mean, he came and got us, didn't he? No doubt about that. Hey, but that's Nate the Great for you. You know, he's the same way on the pitch. You know, they're real lucky to have him over there at West Ham. I wish him the best of luck. Yeah. Look, man, I'm not a great coach. Probably ain't. You know, I'm doing this sport now for 3 years, and I still get a chuckle every time someone talks about a handball violation. My appearance? About this mustache? I look like Ned Flanders is doing cosplay as Ned Flanders.
All right, so
good. That actually worked. By
shrugging it off. Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Taking the high road is not
For
what
a
Nate
second,
wanted
I was
to do.
worried.
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, that's what all this is.
look at
All this is his father issues, and he's taking out on Ted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sick, actually.
That is sick. Whoa. I thought the car he rolled up in was kind of nice. Yeah, what is this talk? Let's see.
I think it's a breakup talk. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Your Uncle Roy and I have something we need to tell you. We're going on a break.
We broke up.
But don't worry, because your Uncle Roy and I talked, and you and I can still see each other whenever you want to.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
I don't know.
I think you're being stupid.
You ever wonder why we're here, Coach?
See, he's second guessing even being there, and I think that's going to be the season
both,
2.
I guess, but more crazy or less crazy that we're still here.
Oh, he's ready to move
You
on.
grabbing a beer, Coach?
Yeah. He's ready to be back home.
Yeah, he's
well,
ready to be
if it
done.
isn't Mr. Carmen San Diego himself. Well, remember, he's not part of the team anymore, yeah?
Yeah, but you can still be friends, right?
No.
You know what? You're right, buddy. Do you understand why I'm still here?
Of course, to win the whole thing.
Oh, he didn't say the word.
Now, don't forget, winning ain't everything.
Yeah.
We always have to try.
Yeah.
Good. Now the universe is alive. They gave it to me.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Well, that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Who's Jake?
Mom's boyfriend.
Oh. Dang.
This is it me? Am I misreading, or is this kind of set up to be a darker season a little bit?
A little bit. I think that it's bittersweet, I think is what
Sure.
they're going for. Because if it is the last season, I think they're already putting the themes out there in the first episode.
Right.
Moving on. I think... I don't know, obviously, where this is going, because nobody has seen this, and you don't want to be too predictable. And I think this show does break a lot of conventions. But
right.
It seems like we're going to have the big finale. He's going to move on, move back home. And even with Keeley and Roy being broken up, that ran its course, and that they're moving on. And I don't know if they're going to get back together or if it's about them, moving on and being friends in their life. But
and we've got a long last season, so you're right. They could get back together, or they may not. Roy could realize he's being an idiot, and they really do love each other, and they can work around whatever. There are busy couples that are together,
This show zigs, or it zags a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does, and it's. I don't know. I really don't know. Our first episode was darker. You're right, but there was plenty of darkness in season 2.
Sure, there was, but I'm setting up a bit of a conflict between Ted and Rebecca.
Yeah,
is one I didn't see coming, and I'm not sure I'm in love with that. There's definitely tension. Because she's feeling everyone in the show's feeling pressure except for Ted, and I think that's a problem.
Way though.
I don't think he is. I think he's foot out the dooring is what he's feeling.
Yeah, but he's feeling pressure from his personal life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as Richmond goes, he could be bothered. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're right though. Nate's feeling pressure. Rebecca's feeling pressure. The team.
The team is all online. They're upset about predictions. I think
they're better now though. He solved that. He squashed that in the first episode.
I hope so. But but right. Everyone is feeling the pressure of the season except for Ted, and that's what's bothering people.
Sure.
That's what's bothering Rebecca for sure, and I kind of get that. And Ted's response is, "Why am I here?" Which is not what you want to hear from your coach.
He'd be the first to tell you that he's not a good coach.
Right. Yeah. That was
I disagree with. I think he's a good coach. Maybe not a good.
He's not a good football tactician.
He's
for
a
sure.
good life coach.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. They're setting up some conflicts for sure. That again they could get resolved. You know what I mean? Ted and Rebecca can end up on the same page very quickly as a team plays.
I wonder if they're just throwing this dynamic in the first episode to kind of give you that slight conventionality.
Sure.
Because you could play with that throughout the whole season.
Right.
Unless they're just throwing it up right away to be like, this is not what we're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're Rebecca being angry with Ted because of Rupert. She's projecting her own feelings onto Ted. And so they're just all right, cool, let's have this tension real quick. And then she's resolved. Let Ted be Ted.
Well, the simple fact that Rupert is enjoying where his team is versus where Rebecca's team is right now is what's really bothering her.
He's straight up Palpatine too, by the way. That office is straight out of Star Wars.
Yeah, it is.
Somebody mentioned that on Patreon before. His office was inspired by that.
No spoilers.
No, I think we saw his office before.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember seeing his
I can't remember if it was
before.
season 1 or season 2, but it was on a previous episode. Somebody commented about how it was designed to look like Star Wars.
Well, it looks like. I don't remember seeing his office. So
I know, so kudos.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like it's anybody's ball game. We'll see what's going to happen.
Sure, we're just in. We just got basic teaser stuff. When you look at season 2, we didn't start off realizing at the beginning of season 2 that Nate was going to be the supervillain by the end. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's a whole lot of transition that's going to happen between now and the end of the season for sure.
I think he's going to have his redemption. I kind of felt bad for him this episode. I felt really bad for him. I mean, obviously he's still a bad person who needs to control his own emotions, but the fact that Ted still has his back publicly, it makes you kind of feel for the guy.
I do kind of feel for the guy, but again, I hate the way his insecurities are manifesting and him just being mean. I would agree with you more if it wasn't for
what we saw him do.
What we saw him do, not even the press conference. I don't care about that. He was playing the game, right? And it was all an act. We know it was an act because he had to get down and psych himself up.
What he did personally,
right? Yeah. What he did to the player on the field, what did he call the stupid box, the stupid line or whatever it was called, the dum line.
Yeah.
That bothered me more. It's like this guy's just enjoying bullying people, and it's hard to get behind somebody who enjoys making other people feel bad.
You're right. It's deeper than that because does he really enjoy it, or is he just like, this is what I have to do? This is what I exceed at doing. You know what I mean?
Well, I think on the field he enjoys doing like when he did
that's what it is to him.
Well, and they zoomed on him. You know what I mean? We had a close up after he did that to the guy, all alone, no one else looking at him, no other attention, and he's smiling smugly like he enjoyed that.
It's almost like borderline personality disorder.
Yeah, exactly.
Nate and there's evil Nate.
Yeah, and he enjoyed being mean. Maybe it stems back to being bullied at Richmond's because he was.
No,
he was a victim
completely.
for sure.
Yeah.
But he's really enjoying bullying football players. He's enjoying it.
This is gonna have to end with him taking a step back from football. I don't think. I don't think he can be a coach and not enjoy doing that. So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should be in Roy's pundit box and just get away from players, man, because there's something there that says I have to be terrible to these guys.
But it's like what Star Wars has taught us: if you can redeem Darth Vader, you can redeem Nate. So,
right.
so
that's true. That's
we'll
true.
See.
He is our Darth Vader right now, isn't he? All right, guys, we will catch you on the next one.
See ya.